Okay.
That sure was some nightmare. It even left me with a monster headache. My head is killing me.
It's hello everyone. What an intro that was, huh? Very interesting. Welcome to Darkseed. Darkseed is Darkseed is a point and click adventure game that's as you can see from the intro and this screen right here has quite a few horror elements to it. I thought it would be a very nice game to play. Just because I felt like it, honestly. Now, just give a few minutes for everyone to show up, hopefully. Just rest on this lovely screen right here. So, the story of, for those of you who didn't know, Dark Souls is a pretty interesting game. Has a lot of interesting facts about its development. Perhaps the most interesting fact is that a lot of the art in it was in fact made by H.R. Giger. You know, you might recognize some of his art. Like, I'm pretty sure this screen right here is like taken from some of his art. That's pretty spectacular, honestly. But yeah, so the people who made this game are also known for making other point and click adventure games like I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is another one that's held in pretty high regard. And there's Darkseid, which is perhaps one of the most famous or infamous, depending on who you ask, series. So, let's get into it. Just a minute. Okay. So, you have your standard options here. Load game, save game, sounds. Okay. Wait, let me think you would do that immediately. But yeah, we got options here. Load, save, sounds, resume, quit. Standard stuff. But, quite the freaky intro right there.
My head feels like it's going to explode.
Yes, thank you, Mike. This is a CD version of the game, which has voice acting, for better or worse.
These nightmares have given me a mean headache.
And he won't stop complaining to you until you've taken a shower and gotten
like
something.
I've had this headache since I moved in.
And gotten some medicine from your cabinet over here. Are you afraid of the dark? I am afraid of the dark. Alright, so yeah, basically, this game is divided into 3 sections, and it takes
The
place...
dilapidated room gives me the chills.
And basically,
Cold draft.
time is always ticking, so you need to actually, know what you're doing. Let's see. Gotta check this.
I wouldn't want to wear such a heavy, old coat.
Check this multiple times.
Here's an old trench coat. I wouldn't be caught dead in that thing.
You know, because your current attire is so much
There is
better.
a bulge in the pocket of the trench coat.
Small piece of paper. Lord of the Rings. It's an overdue library book. I'm gonna have to save. I feel like I'm gonna have to save off in this game because you get paranoid. Because of how the timer is constantly going. Okay. So yeah, this is, you know, an old school adventure game, which means that if you don't have psychic powers, things are gonna go very poorly for you very soon. But thankfully, I know what I'm doing, hopefully,
The
which means
entrance
we
to
won't
this
have to
house
reset
must
the
have seen
game.
Countless guests come and go, but it's just me now.
Okay. So yeah, Mike,
These leather-bound books remind me of my book collection still in storage. That's kind of unsettling.
Mike has commentary for like every room in the game. It's it might take a little bit away from the horror atmosphere, but you know, it's a little endearing, I guess. Alright, let's check out the blueprint we got. Basically just a blueprint of our house, and if we look at it closely, we see that there are secret passages in our home. You know, doesn't every home have secret passages hidden somewhere? Okay. So it kind of hints that what certain rooms in our home have secret passages we ought to investigate. You push on the protruding book and open a secret door. Like that.
This secret room is dark and damp.
So what we want to do is open the door again. We want to make sure it's completely open. That's going to be important later. I want to take this rope. If you heard there, that was our doorbell ringing. Now, if we actually go to the... Yep, there's a doorbell ringing. Now, if you can actually head to the door right now to, see the... This actually happens, you know, at very specific times. You can actually go to the door right now and meet the mailman who's delivering the package to you, but you don't have to do that. You can actually just...
There's a secret door here.
Want to make sure this door is open too. You can actually just wait long enough and the mailman will just drop off the package and you go pick it up later. Or you can meet him at the door. It doesn't matter, thankfully. But he always comes at the exact same time. An example of how events happen at specific times in this game. Let's go see him, I guess. Or maybe he's already gone. Yep, already gone.
It's a calm neighborhood out here. My house seems somehow out of time, a relic of a dark past, or perhaps a dark future.
Mike really likes his flowery language, as you'll soon learn. We look down here. Watchful eye, crime by night. Woodland Hill has recently been struck by an incredible crime wave. Police have no suspects to date, but urge citizens not to stay out too late as night unless with large groups of people. It has been explained to the reporter that police officers and citizens alike. Where'd you get the idea for this stream? I've just been aware of this game in a while, and you know, oh my god, the package is right there. It's a little hard to see. I've just been aware of this game for a while, and I figured, and I do play point and click adventure games occasionally, so I figured I'd just play this. Mostly because I want to get to 2, because 2 is a very funny game. Oh look, someone left us a doll. Oh. That's... Well, that's freaky. Any reaction to that, Mike? Nope. Okay. You know, just a normal thing. You know, getting creepy dolls, creepy transforming dolls in the mail is just an everyday occurrence, I guess. Alright. Okay. Why is the phone? Oh, the phone's ringing now. Where is the phone? I forget. I think it's in here.
That's a chilly draft blowing through this decrepit old living room.
Well, I don't know where it is. Oh wait, it's in my room. Oh my goodness. I don't think it's... Well, whatever. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mike. This is Sue at the library. We have a book on hold for you, so please drop by sometime.
And he just sleep. He just no answer. Alright. Okay. Save again. Phone. Alright. Next thing we want to do is head up the ladder into the attic.
This attic is full of useless items left over from the previous owner. Some of these windows need to have the glass replaced.
Okay, so what we gotta do... We have to push it twice, because I guess we're not strong enough to push it all the way the first time. There you go. Move the trunk further and see a slight opening behind it. Alright, so... Pixel hunts. They're so terrible. There's a tiny watch there. Do you just... Now I move it out of the way all the way. Enter this door. Balcony.
A tremendous view of the town from up here. But the wooden railing looks as though it has seen better days. That's a gargoyle. One of those mythical creatures used to keep demons at bay.
So because I have psychic powers, I know that we're going to have to tie this rope to this gargoyle later. It'll be important. Actually, no way. I think we're gonna climb down. So climb down the rope over here, and we'll end up...
At least the lawn doesn't need mowing.
That's the first thing on my mind when I climb down my house from a rope. We enter the shed. Garage, actually.
This place is a shambles. Reminds me of my last garage. Now this baby could be a collector's item if it were properly restored. It doesn't look like it's been used lately.
So let's hop inside.
This car sure is old, but I think it could still be made to run.
What you want to do is open the glove box and get gloves. It's also going to be pretty important later. Let's see if there's gloves. Okay, you gotta click on this corner over here if you want to get out of the car. Okay, you also want to open the trunk.
There's a crowbar in the trunk.
And you want to grab that crowbar. So yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, I'm sure you can, can you actually climb it from here? I think you can. Yeah. So, I'm sure you could probably already tell at this point that trying to play this game without a walkthrough and knowing what you're doing is kind of a nightmare. Like, the game's pretty short if you know what you're doing, so I guess there's that. But on the other hand, you could just be, if you don't know what you're doing, you could just, you know, have to reset over and over and over again because you got soft locked or something. Now I can pry open the chest and take a look inside.
No use trying, it's really tight.
Why do you... Okay, gotta pry it again. Oh,
There's an old diary inside this trunk.
let's check out that diary, I guess. Never suspected, shift back and forth, seeing not long after I moved into this house, I began to get some terrible headaches. I never suspected what was wrong until I started seeing things shift back and forth before my eyes. People's faces, even places in my own house. Something terrible is going on, so terrible, no one would have guessed. I found my answers on the other side, but I grew so fearful that I moved the mirror to the garage for fear that something would come back through to attack me. Who are these ancients? Why do they want so badly to come to our world? What distant galaxy did they come from? I have tried to find these answers, but I cannot pass the story which guards the way to the archives. Cannot pass the century. If only I had more time, but it's obvious to me... Well, it's not obvious to me what he was gonna write. Because the book cuts off there. Unfortunate. But you know, let's finally get out of our house. And go out into town. So I wanted to head to the library next because that was a game where it hinted at us to be our next destination. But on the way, there are some other places we can stop by.
The road seems strangely empty and unoccupied.
This game does have some nice looking art, I think.
This town looks unnaturally quiet.
Alright, so first thing to do is enter the market. Now this is Really,
What a quaint general store with a little bit of everything for day-to-day existence.
oh, Jared, this is Dark Seed 1. It was created by the same people who made that visual novel of I Have No Mouth, I Must Scream. Now, if you didn't know, save this, save. The pause screen is interesting. If you might recognize it as art from H.R. Geiger, whatever. Because they actually worked with, he actually was involved with the development of this game, and a lot of his art, you might recognize a lot of his art being used in this game and the sequel. So there's that. Here's our protagonist, Mike Dawson, who's actually named after one of the people who worked on this game, funnily enough. Now, you came in an interesting part, because we're in the general store. Now, this part is kind of sucks, because we have money. You start the game with money, and the money you have is enough to buy 2 items. But there are more than 2 items you can buy in this shop. So if you don't choose the 2 items that you specifically need, you can't beat the game. Alright, the first one we need is a bottle of scotch.
The counter looks as though it has been polished for hours. There's a bottle of soy sauce.
Oh, here it is. So is it just
bottle of cheap
game
scotch.
give hints? The game gives some hints.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dawson, but you'll have to pay for that.
Oh, of course.
Serve yourself, Mr. Dawson. That's the last bottle of scotch. Boy, Delbert's gonna be mad. Hi, you must be Mike. I'm your neighbor, Delbert. Why don't we get together tomorrow? I'll meet you outside your place at 6. You're a writer, huh? I'm a lawyer by trade. Why don't you take one of my cards?
So the game does give the occasional hint, but there are a lot of things it doesn't hint at. Like, the game is not going to hint at, say, the correct items you need immediately. So you could just come in here, buy something you don't need, and you're doomed. For example, Delbert. Delbert is an example of them giving you a hint, because he says, I'll meet you outside your house at 6, so you want to meet him outside at 6. And you need to do that if you want to beat the game. Alright, so let's take a look at a card he gave us. Get out of jail free! Well... That's, yeah. Must be a really great lawyer. Anyway. After we've done that... Yep, the game takes place... Game is timed. And you also have a time limit. It's like Majora... You see, it's just like Majora's Mask. You have 3 days to beat the game, and if you don't, you die.
An old library. A venerable repository of knowledge. It guards its bounty behind a handsomely decorated structure.
Did this come out before?
This room reminds me of my study, full of leather-bound books.
Yes, I think so. This is 92. This definitely came out before Majora's Mask. Oh, this is mean. You see this little tiny black spot right here? Make sure you pick that up or you're gonna lose the game. You picked up the bobby pin. Yeah, there's a whole pixel hunt thing a lot of adventure games like to do too. Alright, we want to give the library card to her.
This card really should be kept with the book. You'll find that one in aisle C. It's the one with the green cover.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the top left door.
Sure is quiet here. You could hear a pin drop.
Like a bobby pin, ha 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 ha.
The rows of books in the library stacks all look pretty much the same.
I want to find this specific. Now, you know, there are a lot of green books here, but it's this one specifically, I think.
I don't see anything of interest. There are a lot of musty old books which are all out of date.
No, come on, which one is it? This might not be the right row, actually. Well, surely it is, right? Let's just save here just in case. I don't know what I'm doing, apparently. Book. I wonder if it's like a very specific spot you need to click on. Did she say top row? This one is bottom.
There's a green book with a scrap of paper hanging out of it.
Okay, that's a little confusing. I thought this was aisle C. No, this is aisle C. I thought this was D. Pick up the book and pull out the piece of paper. Whatever. Let's take a look at the paper. I know that I am doomed, so I will hide the pieces of this journal for someone to find later and hopefully solve the mystery which has baffled me. In the midst of my certain dread that something terrible is happening to me, I had a light moment the other night when old man Tuttle grabbed the key to my clock and swallowed it. What a joker! Imagine how shook I was to learn that the old guy had a stroke only a week later. It has occurred to me that I may need to retrieve the key to service the... It occurred to retrieve the key to service the clock. I can get it if I have the guts. Pressing left, above, right will get me in. Another thing on my mind is the whole thing with... Alright, who wants to go desecrate a grave? Alright, now we gotta go left. Long, long way. I wonder if I should have talked to the library again, because they said they had a book waiting for me. Actually, I'm gonna do that real quick. I just want to check that real quick. I don't want to leave anything a chance. Book.
There's a green book with a scrap of paper hanging out of it.
Alright. I'm gonna talk to her again. No, 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 no.
Hi, Mike. Here's
There
the
it is,
book
okay.
that was put on hold for you.
Fascinating. One can find and explore new worlds just about anywhere and only has to think closely. The images and rewards are there. Okay, tune into the right station for a dependable word from a concerned friend. Okay. That's another one of your hints. By station, it means tune into the radio station on your car in order to see a hint. Now, I don't know why they had to give us a hint to tell us where to get a hint. Why couldn't they just put the hint in the book? Oh well. Anyway. Into a hint. It is a little silly. It's... Well, it seems strangely empty.
Here's an entry to an old cemetery, overgrown with weeds.
Alright.
This place looks like no one has been around and tended for a long time.
I'd like to phone a friend. Basically. It's like, how do I solve this puzzle?
The stone feels rough with sharp edges, as though it had just recently been chiseled.
Alright.
Don't disturb the dead.
Okay, narrator
John
person.
Campbell. Here lies a man who saw beyond time's horizon.
How do I... Where are we supposed to go here? Oh wait, right here. This model... Yeah, this whole tomb over here.
These are ancient symbols covering this mausoleum. But I'm not up on my Egyptian.
Alright. Now you see these little buttons over here. Left. Top. Right.
The tomb door won't open.
Maybe we have to do it now. Then we actually try to open it. Left. Top. Right. Let's go back and try to go back in again. You actually need to read the hint book. You might need to. That game might require you to do that. It might be one of those things. You're not supposed to know this yet. Oh my god. Cheater!
Wait, the door opens. Feels like a cold draft just hit me. Or is it just my nerves? The names on these caskets have faded away with time.
Alright, well, let's go desecrate the game. I gotta find the right one.
There's a clock key among the ashes.
Click up, and there, the key to our clock was in this dude's ashes.
Great, now I have Leonard all over me. Great, now I have Cousin Gary all over me. Great, now I have Grandpa Pat all over me. Great, now I have Ma Julia's ashes all over me. Great, now I have twin ashes all over me.
Oh, Mike Dawson. Our hero, everyone.
A peaceful place to meditate. Not that I have the time.
I don't think there's anything important in this screen. Let's get out of here. Well, now that we've desecrated this entire family dynasty's set of urns and graves, let's leave and go back home. The game is actually pretty nice on the first day, at least. It won't kill you. I don't think there's any way to actually die on the first day. Oh, there might be, actually. Not a lot, though. The game's pretty nice in the beginning, but there are certain things you need to do on the first day that if you don't do, you're gonna get screwed on the later days, so that's how it gets you. The game has surprisingly very few ways to die, but a lot of ways to soft lock. Just due to its nature of everything being timed, mostly. Alright, so now that we have the clock key, well, first off, let's check our mirror. Mr. Dawson, remove the mirror here from the garage as directed, but notice that a piece is cracked off from the corner. We didn't do it, really! We'll let you know if it turns up. Sincerely, Timothy. So our mirror's broken. Nice artwork, Dawson.
A masterpiece of the macabre. Its eyes follow me relentlessly.
Alright, so let's use our key on the clock. Dedicated to John McKeegan for 25 years of loyal service. So if you actually look at the clock, it'll tell you what time it is. Right now it's 4:27 p.m. At a certain time, Mike will always automatically end the day and go to bed because he's tired or something. So just keep that in mind. But if you've accomplished everything you need to do on the day, then you can advance time very quickly. In order to do that, I'm just gonna go to my bedroom first. Well, the lawyer said 6 tomorrow, not 6 today. So, we're good. Alright, so end day 1. Okay. So if you press the T key on your
I feel sleepy.
keypad,
I think I will go to bed now.
this is the wrong bedroom. I keep forgetting. I don't exactly know what the conversion is, but yeah, if you just press the T key on your computer because you have nothing on your keypad or whatever, because you have nothing else but do, you'll automatically advance time by a lot. Ah! Scary! I love his face. Uh-oh. It's not quite as disturbing as the first nightmare we had in the intro of the game. And, you know, Mike wakes up fully clothed in fetal position, as one does. And just like at the beginning of the first day, the first thing you need to do is to take a shower and get your medicine, because otherwise Mike will complain about his headache for every single screen, and it gets annoying really quickly. So yeah, some phallic-looking alien thing injected something into our head. It was weird. It was a really weird nightmare. But, you know, it's just a nightmare. So I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Alright, so first thing we want to do... So we want to head downstairs and just wait. Yeah, I was not kidding. I can check the time. Go in here again. $9:24. So we just kind of want to wait around for a bit. I'm kind of paranoid about pressing T. I mean, you can. It doesn't really matter too much. Making sure the secret entrances are open. Okay, so eventually, if you wait around long enough, what time is it right now? I'm kind of curious of how fast time is really passing.
This grandfather clock.
No, don't look at the clock, look at the time.
Temple. There appears to be a plaque inside, but I can't make out what it says.
9:36. Okay, I might just press T. Bert picked up this broken shard from your mirror and forgot to leave it for you. Sorry about that, ACME movers. So now we got the mirror shard and I went the wrong way. The game might be kind enough to just immediately, instead of skipping ahead a long time, every time it might just go to like next major event or something. Like, you know, maybe instead of going like 1 or 2 hours ahead, it might have just like gone to the point where that dude was standing outside my home with the package, because he's supposed to do that at 10. Okay, yeah, and it's 10:09. Again, you don't have to pick it up at the door. You can just pick it up on your doorstep if he leaves before you get to the door, so it's fine. Now let's put it into the mirror. Place the shard in the mirror. The strange force appears to emanate from within. And now you can enter the mirror. Once we do that...
An unnatural glow emanates from the chamber. Strange machines provide energy, nourishing the creatures cocooned in their sacks.
We're in the HR Giga world, otherwise known as the Dark World. Even our save screen is different.
The horrible shape twists and writhes as it hangs from its biomechanical umbilicus.
Creepy. I like how Mike had no reaction to getting in there. So, if you'll notice, we have this room, which is a study, which is very similar to the study in our own house. Because the plans only find that they are a holographic projection.
These look like the plans for a gruesome biological experiment on a human.
Now, look at that. They're implanting something inside of his head. Very interesting. And as you can see, our names at the bottom over there, Dawson. Now, if you'll notice, you might have picked up on this, but the Dark World is essentially a mirror world of the real world. So this place to study corresponds to our study in the light world, which means that if we didn't open the secret passage in the light world, we wouldn't be able to go through this door right here. Because the doorways
There's
correspond
a
to
ramp
each
that
other.
leads to a raised platform. That machinery hum sets my teeth on edge. I feel like a cold wind
Just
just ran
Silent
through
Hill
my
before
bones.
the
That machinery hum
spooks.
sets my teeth on edge.
I never actually played Silent Hill. I heard, I hear a good few things about the first few games, but maybe someday. It's just. Now a gigantic pair of
There's a
binoculars
pair of
over here.
Binoculars. Has someone been here before me?
I mean, I'm glad they didn't make it like 2 pixels big. I should be thankful for that.
There are alien mountains in the distance.
You see the alien landscape close up.
This cold and creepy landscape does not look like an inviting place for a picnic.
Alright, who's ready for the first death of the game? So if we just, look over here.
There's a strange lever projecting from the side of the edifice.
Let's pull it. And we get an electric shock. And get sent to jail. And the game immediately restarts, which is kind of annoying because we have to view the entire intro over again. Scares and psychological, yeah. So listen to Scares and Silent Hill, it's very psychological. I didn't know there was a lot of scares, but I didn't know there was a lot of psychological stuff. Yeah, you have to view the entire intro over again, and it really sucks. So I just wanted to show off the death sequence just once. There was compilations on YouTube. If they didn't make you do this, I would... Oh yeah, here's the intro again for anyone who wants to see this. Can I ruin the moment about guns? So I'm not gonna really... So, you know, since they make you see the intro every single time, I'm not really going to show off every death. I will make note of the deaths that I can remember.
That sure was some nightmare.
But I just wanted to show off the death
It even
sequence
left me with
once.
a monster headache.
There's also the bad ending, which I'll probably show off. You can view a compilation on YouTube if you're curious. There is one on there. I checked. It's made by him too. Made by him? Okay. See the gloves. Now, you know... The compilation. Oh. Okay. Use your gloves. Holding gloves. Okay, now if we have the gloves on, we can pull the level successfully. Swim within, but nothing appears to happen. So, thankfully those gloves just prevent us from getting electrocuted. Okay. now that we've done that, we want to backtrack over here. Go to this teleporter again. Thankfully... So yeah, obviously the dark world is significantly more dangerous than the light world. Most of your deaths are going to be here. Like, actually I'm pretty sure 99% of your deaths are going to be here. Alright. I'm gonna go through here.
This is the outside of the alien edifice. It reminds me somewhat of the front of my own house.
Is it avoiding things? What do you mean? You've been masterminded. Death. A lot of them, yeah, a lot of them is just like not going up to not getting too close to something that will kill you. And other ones are just not using the proper item in the proper situation.
These petrified images of this alien forest remind me of something I had nightmares about as a child.
Yeah, most of them will just be, there's something that's really hostile, to, like some hostile alien creature that will kill you if you get too close.
Feelings tell me not to go in there.
And
However,
a couple of them are like the death we just experienced, where if you don't use this particular item to do this thing, you'll die.
It smells like a hospital waiting room here. Perhaps it would be safer to return home now.
Well, you gotta pick up the shovel first, Mike. Alright, now that we're doing that, now we actually can return home. Alright, so who is ready for more grave desecration, now that we've picked up a shovel? Once isn't enough, we have to do it again. He's pretty casual about going home, yet Mike's dialogue can be kind of funny. It does kind of take away from the horror atmosphere when you just see Mike just casually lifting off prose, or just like, maybe I should go home right now, and while he's in this strange alien world. It works a bit better when there's no voice acting, but I like it. It's kind of funny and a little endearing. Taking a stroll through death. Exactly. Well, hopefully, like, the police or anything doesn't really notice that Dawson's just going around and desecrating every grave in the cemetery. So we want to check out the graves.
There's no name on this stone. G. Threepwood, rest in peace. Sherry Days. Harcourt Fenton Mudd. He was no tribble at all. J.T.K.
I don't know if these most of these graves actually mean anything.
S. Nostromo. Rest in peace.
Alright. So eventually we'll come across a grave that reads...
Bobby Jacobs. Never thought you'd end up here, did you? The inscription has eroded with time.
Just keep going along the path and eventually... Even more graves! Alright, which one do we need?
Jay Poosh, may he rest in peace. R. Leibowitz, a canticle for his deed. J. McKeegan.
Now, if you remember, there was a plaque inside of our clock that read J. McKeegan, so obviously the logical course of action is to just dig out his grave. Pick up the casket and find some diary pages inside. Uses one dark wood. I suspect my fate is tied to strange creatures I have seen hibernating there. I have excavated a bit and brought back something. In the process, I managed to crack the edge of the mirror, which I had thought was unbreakable. The thing I brought back might be able to break it if made into a tool. I will have this final page left in my grave, though I doubt my fate is to remain there long. One final word. My enemies have underestimated how strongly events in this world affect things in the other. I have kept them from returning to space by letting my car fall apart. I even hid the keys in a special place. I also feel that the police station is strongly mirrored in the Dark World. Use this information wisely. You might succeed while I have failed. So, I guess the aliens can't use their ship because their ship is tied to the car in the garage, which doesn't work, which is kind of funny. Not the police. Yeah, there was actually a police station, if you'll remember. We never actually visited it on the first day, but it was there. There's also a barbershop, but that's not important. I don't think you ever go to the barbershop. I guess it's just there for flavor. Alright, now we're going to be coming up to one of the... probably the dumbest puzzles in the game, if you can call it that.
Come here, Dawson.
Nope.
I want a word with you.
Well then. Looks like we got caught. Maybe we
You're
shouldn't have gotten
under
covered in
arrest, Mr.
12,000 ashes.
Come with me.
What a cold and uninviting place. I never thought I'd be spending a night in here.
That's his reaction, I guess. Alright, ready for the dumbest puzzle in the game? Okay. So what we gotta do, because they mention that the Dark World and the Light World police station very much correspond with each other, we need to hide three specific items under our pillow. One of them, the bobby pin. The other one, the gloves. And the final one are cash. If you don't put all three of them in, you will not be able to beat the game. Alright, let's pick up the tin cup. Nice try, officer. But I have a get-out-of-jail-free card.
A friend of Dilbert's, huh? Come with me, Dawson.
Well, that was easy.
This is the inside of a police station.
We're free! Hooray! Let's commit another crime. Like stealing a gun from the police station, because we apparently haven't learned our lesson. That's so dumb. I love it. Alright, so now we want to go into this screen. I want to head to the backyard. And we just want to wait. I don't know what time it is, honestly. There it is. Okay, we just gotta wait till Delbert comes.
Good to see you, Dawson. Follow me.
This must be the neighbor's yard.
Let's give him a bottle of scotch. He's playing fetch with his dog. You'll know this. So we hand him the scotch.
Boy, that's smooth. Thanks for coming by, Mike.
Alright, nice talk. Now we can pick up a stick. It's a very important item, and, you know, there's absolutely nowhere else in town that we can find a stick. Please ignore the tree that's right next to us right now. Alright, now we gotta be fast. Because there's not much time left in the day. If we don't do this fast enough, Mike's gonna be like, I'm tired, I wanna go to bed. Back to the dark world. Okay. Now we're gonna go through here again. Now we're on the head right.
This alien park was obviously engineered by creatures with a bizarre and cruel sense of humor.
That might just be a background thing. So you go on here. We'll see this giant alien creature. If you get too close to it, it kills you. But since it's basically the Dark World equivalent of our neighbor's dog, you throw the stick. Go fetch. And it jumps off to its death. I'm gonna go through here. Head to this building.
The main lobby of an alien jail. They could use a new decorator.
So that's where my gun went. You're going to rot for a few centuries, human.
I think if you don't take the gun from the police station, he kills
Alien
you.
graffiti scars the
Which
walls.
makes me wonder why they
No
didn't just
one
take the
who
gun from us and
enters
kill us
here
there, but you know,
ever
whatever.
leaves alive.
So all of our items have been taken away from us, but if you go in here, this is the equivalent of the Dark World police station.
I have enough of them at home. Old grungy pillow.
Mike, come on, just take the items. Okay, oh wait, I already did. All right. Now I'm gonna lockpick our way through here. To make it fail the first time, it's so mean.
A long corridor leading to freedom.
Give it to this guy so he can get out of his cell. He gives you an invisibility pair band, which he warns will only work once. Let's get out of here. Okay, okay.
The sign over the doorway, if you could read it, would tell you this is the Dreketh Guards Recruitment Center.
Keep going left, and... we reached the equivalent of the Darkwood Light. Hey, this is the guy from the death that puts us in the pod. How do we get past him? We put on our invisibility helmet. And Michael even warned you, all my gut feelings tell me not to go in there.
You're in the Great Archive Chamber. Many of the ancient secrets are available here for those who know how to access them.
Oh, hey, it's her.
I can't reach the screen. Besides, it's not a touch screen.
Greetings, Michael. I've been sending you messages over the radio. The ancients have implanted an alien embryo into your brain. If born, this creature will destroy you and all of mankind. You must find the ancients' power source and destroy it. Also, the police in your world are under the control of the ancients. Avoid them at all costs. Hurry, and good luck.
He's giving me something. What is this? See a microfiber card. Okay. So now we want to go back home. You know, it might have been a mix of both, right? I did commit some crime. Might have engaged in a little bit of crime, you know. Let's go back through the mirror. And we're back home. Okay. Alright, so we've done everything we need to do on the second day, so... Yeah, we didn't have much time left to spare at all. Just one T-press. Another nightmare. Oh! Okay. And wake up in fetal position, as always.
Both my headache and these nightmares are getting worse.
So naturally, we gotta, like every other day, we gotta start with taking a shower. And getting our medicine. We gotta fall into that routine. Okay, so now I want to show off the bad ending, because I remember I said this game is a time limit of 3 days. So this will be the only other death I'll show off. I think this is also the only other death that can occur in the light world. The only death that can actually occur in the light world. Dead banding and already. Well, this game's pretty short, if you know what you're doing. So if you one at a time on the third day.
Time has run out. The alien embryo implanted in your brain is released. You die. Earth is doomed.
And we're back to the intro. So, you know, that's the bad end. The alien is literally born inside us, and Mike dies, and then all of humanity is probably dead too, because of an alien. Now I gotta see this again. A horrifying nightmare, yeah, that's all it was. You'd think just a little bit of ibuprofen is enough to deal with the fact that there's an alien embryo growing inside of your head. You think you'd take a little bit stronger painkillers than that, but, you know, over-the-counter painkillers, I guess, are pretty strong. Anyway, let's load our save. Alright. First thing we want to do is actually exit our house. First thing we want to do is head to the library. Because we can look in here. Or not. Local barber shop where you can get your hair chopped off for $6. Yeah, you never go in there in the game. It's just kind of there for flavor. Alright. Now I'm gonna go to the right.
This dark room looks like it is seldom used.
Yeah, funnily enough, I don't think you ever actually go to the recruitment center either. Yeah, maybe you do.
Try turning on the viewer.
Turn on the viewer. Better Home and Cellars. Home security. Many readers have sent in ideas regarding storage of valuables in their home. One of these ideas involves hollowing out the area beneath a flagstone in your cellar and concealing objects, such as jewelry and even cash. This is an ingenious idea and definitely worth looking into. Okay. Now I want to head to the market again. And to use the last of our money. Now obviously, if we did not put our money beneath the pillow in the police office, we wouldn't have gotten it in the dark world, which means it would have been confiscated from us when we went there, which means we would not be able to buy anything, and thus the game would be unwinnable. Alright. So we want to get another bottle of scotch. Okay. Now I want to go in here, and we want to wait until 10 a.m. Oh, pfft. Literally the minute I... Okay. Well, there you go. Pick up the package. Prepaid. You know, that's the least spooky item there, but alright. Still plays the spooky music. You see the axe handle. Okay. Now we want to... into the living room, and through this doorway into the kitchen. We've never actually visited our kitchen before.
I better not eat anything coming from this kitchen until the cleaning lady has disinfected it.
And out to the cellar.
Here's an extensive collection of empty wine bottles.
Now we got a hint earlier
Previous owner
about
must have
hiding
had
things
some
in the
reason.
floor or whatever. Now if I gotta find the right thing. It's like in the middle of the floor, I think. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's so small. I gotta look in the hole.
There's a set of keys. Under the rock was a set of keys.
Oh, we also have the rectangular block too, I guess. Back through the mirror. Obscure rock and Wosi. Yeah. Oh, there's the wrong door.
Strange alien smells
Oh.
arising from the half-dead creatures encased in these glassine prisons.
This is where the game over screen takes place, if you are curious. I guess I might as well show that off. Okay. Walk left twice. Gotta go back to the cave we were in before. Once we do that, go in here. Says, in the animation, the ancients wait patiently for their evil plan to unfold. It won't be long now. Okay.
The alien's power source appears to be located in this chamber.
Now, what to power it up? Why, a rock, of course.
The stone seems energized and warm to the touch.
Or I guess the rock is being powered by it. So now, we use the handle on the stone to create an energized hammer. I guess. Alright. Oh wait, no, we gotta go back in. Let's hammer on this machine. Let's use it one more time, just in case. Okay, this part's gonna be tricky. This part's also kind of mean. We want to go back to the house. However, they mentioned before that the ancients are taking over the police, which means they're now staking out our house, which means they're now in front of our house. So if we try to leave our house at this point, the police will be there and we can't exit through the front of our house. So how do we get around that? Well, you'll see. So you notice our phone is ringing. Technically you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because...
Remember, anything seen in the mirror is not real. Only the mirror itself is real.
Gives us a bit of a hint there. So, what you have to do is climb up the ladder. I hope you remembered to tie the rope to the balcony, otherwise you're gonna be in a big trouble. Because if you didn't get the rope, yeah, sucks to be you. No, wait, even to get here, you need the... you need, actually. I feel like there's some weird thing that, like, would prevent you from doing this. It's a problem. Nice. Yeah, for some reason, I don't think you're able to set this up later. You need to set this up on day one, but I don't think it lets you set it up on earlier days, which is, later days, which is weird. Anyway, we do that, and apparently the police are only surrounding the front of our house, not the entire way. Sure, I guess. Alright, next save point. Logic. So what we're gonna have to find some way to power our car. Anyone have any ideas on how to power our car? Money, gloves, microfiber, scotch, keys, or hammer? Anyone have an idea on what we have to use? Yeah, because, you know, makes perfect sense, right? You pour scotch into the gas tank, because I guess that's how it works. We set our keys in.
The motor starts.
And we gotta go fast because it won't stay good for long. We gotta go right back to the Dark World. Thankfully, we can climb our way back up. Well, we kind of fixed it, but now that we've fixed it, we can go inside of it ourselves, I think is the logic here. And we can sabotage it from within. So, there's only one last puzzle in the game. Better hope you put the gloves under the pillow, or else you won't be able to do it, and you'll get stuck on the very last puzzle of the game. Wouldn't that suck? Wouldn't that suck? Now you want to quickly go inside here, the alien ship.
This large room looks like a control center.
Immediately put on the gloves and pull the lever.
You have just engaged the main engine startup sequence.
Yay, triumphant music, I guess. We're just sending the ship away on its own without the aliens able to use it, I guess. By the way, you get some interesting dialogue if you pull the lever without the gloves. You get a unique death message if you pull it without the gloves. It mentions millions of volts course through your body. You die, but so does the alien embryo. So, I mean, I guess it's not the worst ending. I mean, you technically still saved the world, it just cost you your life. And, well, you couldn't get rid of the alien ship, so, you know, there's that. Not the worst way to go, I suppose. Anyway, now for the final thing to do in the game. Use the hammer and break the mirror.
I'm not really sure why I'm here, but I just felt drawn to you. I know it sounds strange, but what's even more strange is that I found these pills in my purse. It's a prescription filled in your name for relief of severe headaches.
Oh, the light world version of that lady.
I'm just beginning to understand.
What a twist. For sale. He won't be in that house anymore. And that is the end of Darkseid. Darkseid 1. We did it! Hooray! Yeah, it's kind of foreshadowed with the fact that the library corresponds to the archives. And the game just restarts. Okay. Well, that was Darkseid 1. A very interesting game, you know, charming enough. The art really makes it stand out, I suppose. The art really makes it stand out. But, you know, now that we've completed that, we can go and start another game this stream, just for a little bit. Give me a second. But now that we've done that, okay. So I'm going to start up the second game we're going to be playing this stream in just a minute. One minute, and okay. I'm gonna change stream information too. We're really starting the sequel, Dark Seed 2. Doesn't that title screen just inspire confidence? Check out the options. Oh, okay. Dark Seed 2, trademark. So, following immediately after Dark Seed 1, Dark Seed 2 is a very infamous video game. If Dark Seed 1 was a little silly and but endearing at times, Dark Seed 2 is an experience. I'm just gonna let this play out by itself.
Rita, where are you?
Help me, Mike. Help me, Mike. Help me. Help me.
It's the same dream, night after night. I'm searching for Rita in the dark world, but something unspeakable starts chasing me. I never make it back through the portal in time. It's been more than a year since I foiled the Ancient's plans to grow an alien embryo in my brain, and still the dark world haunts me. Rita's murder is just the latest reminder that no place is safe from the darkness. Not even my hometown.
Dark Seed 2.
Come in. The door's open.
Your mother let me in, Dawson. Had some more questions to ask you about the murder.
Am I a suspect, Sheriff?
As you can see, we have dialogue options.
We'd have to look at everybody, Dawson. Especially everyone who was close to Rita.
Rita and I didn't really see each other much since I moved back home.
Just how much contact did you have with her?
Look, we only saw each other a few times.
I see. Were you having a relationship?
Well, I sort of wanted to have a relationship, but Rita didn't.
And that's why you killed her.
Sheriff, I didn't do anything. I just can't remember what happened that night.
Not a very good alibi, is it?
Look, Sheriff, I cared about Rita. I want to find out who killed her as much as you do.
Just how much did you care for Rita?
We weren't intimate, if that's what you're getting at.
I see.
Sir? Okay. For some reason, it's Steam's having some weird issues, but you know, it seems to be pretty temporary. But yeah, as you can notice, our good old pal Mike Dawson here is a new voice actor. It's very different.
Look, Sheriff, I'm going to be late for my doctor appointment.
I know all about your sessions with Dr. Sims, but the mayor wants you to make time to meet with the feds later.
What is with that, honestly? So weird.
Feds? You mean the FBI?
That's right. I don't much like the idea of them trampling over my turf, but the mayor wants me to bring him in.
What's Mayor Fleming's interest in Rita's murder?
He wants this case solved quickly with the election coming up and all. Seems he has some friends at the Bureau, and believe me, they won't go easy on you.
I wish I had something to tell you, Sheriff. I really do.
Well, if you remember anything, see me down at the station. But your memory had better return by today, or things won't look good for you.
And that's our intro. There has been... After the events of Darkseid 1, Mike moves back to his hometown in Texas. Over to live with his mother, only to find that he is now involved in a murder case. Guy can't catch a break.
My old bed is still comfortable after all these years. I used to love movies about swashbucklers. They made me feel like I could be a hero.
I feel like the music's a little loud. Let me turn that down. No, I don't think you can get a game over from wrong options in this game, which leads to some very funny instances. Instances.
I better leave it here. The reception stinks in here. All I'd get is snow.
Yeah, I was thinking audio mixing.
The key was lost.
There are game overs in this game, but I don't think any of them come from dialogue. Also, unlike the previous game, this is not time-based, so feel free to take all the time you need.
Mom must be cooking something special.
Well, actually, no, wait, there is, one or two places where if you... Actually, you know what, you're right, there are one or two occasions where you will game over if you choose the wrong dialogue options. But usually it's... You do get warned, at least. So we can talk... He's gonna talk to her mother now.
Mom looks pretty good considering all she's been through. Morning, Mom.
So it takes the sheriff to wake you up, Mike?
I don't feel like talking about the sheriff, Mom.
Fine. You never feel like talking.
I think I'll eat over at Hank's for breakfast.
You should know better than to eat the greasy food at that diner. I thought you were going to start eating healthier. You're not in high school anymore, you know.
I'm starting to get a headache.
Well, that's what your medicine is for. You know where to find it.
By the way, Mom, thanks for taking care of me this past year.
I love you, Mike. I just want you to get well again.
So Mike's mom is, you know, well-meaning, but, you know, maybe not, the most... Maybe doesn't quite understand what he's going through. Then again,
when I was a
you know...
kid, my family used to gather here to watch television.
Not a lot of people can really, relate to going through, you know, alien invasions and everything.
On giving hot lunches to the school children. In other parts of the country, law enforcement officials are still bewildered about the murder of local librarian Rita Scanlon last week after the high school reunion. When asked about potential suspects, Sheriff Willard Butler replied,
Michael, you and your kind are in grave danger once again. The ancients have returned. I am sending something to assist you. You must act quickly.
Warned that this is the second local death this year, and residents should always be alert. On the national news scene...
There's someone at the front door.
Alright, so you go to the dog.
There's someone at the front door.
And someone delivering a package.
It's a traveling carnival over in the park.
Just like before. And the last one. Alright. Into the bathroom. I don't think there's...
This bathroom always smells of Mom's perfume.
No, unfortunately. I regret to say.
I'll bet that these pills are just placebos Dr. Sims prescribed so that I think he's doing some good.
So here's our inventory right here. We just have the ticket. Now, unfortunately...
I think I'll skip a shower today. Bathing seems like such an effort lately.
I regret to inform you all that we cannot shower in this game. We cannot shower fully clothed. It's a shame, I know. Anyway. Let's move onward. Alright. We're going outside and...
Hey, that's Jack. He likes to think he's tough with
we
that
see this
motorcycle
dude who
and all.
walks like he has
He's
a
about the
10-foot
only new
pole
friend
up his
I've made
butt,
since I
but,
was young.
I guess he thinks he looks really
Well,
cool.
are you just gonna stand there gaping at me, Mikey boy, or are you gonna take a load off your feet?
What brings you here, Jack?
My motorcycle, dumbcoff. You need to have your ears checked. Actually, I stopped by because I saw the sheriff's patrol car drive off. I was worried about my favorite recovering mental case.
Thanks, I think.
The sheriff thinks I murdered Rita.
Yeah, I know. I overheard Deputy Brown talking in the diner. You're the #1 suspect.
What should I do?
Not to worry, Mikey boy. I've been giving your situation some thought, and I think there's some things Sheriff Butler overlooked.
You know, Jack, I still can't remember what happened that night.
Nothing happened. You know that, and I know that.
I've got an appointment with Dr. Sims soon. Let's get together afterwards.
You're seeing that, Quack? Don't waste your time with that head shrinker. Listen to your old pal Jack instead. Okay, we'll meet here after you're done with Dr. Sigmund Freud.
It's hopeless. I feel like the biggest patsy since Oswald.
Don't worry, we'll get you out of this mess. Then we can party.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks for believing me.
Now, don't get all mushy on me. I'll meet you right here after your doctor's appointment. Until then, hang loose.
Alright, see ya, Mikey boy. I gotta go see my proctologist. I love how he walks. Yeah, some of the animations in this game are interesting. Alright, let's get moving.
Even though I grew up in this town, I still find that a map helps me get to places quickly.
Janky, that's a good way of putting it. So yeah, instead of just like being able to traverse everywhere, we just have like a world map where we can just go to various locations that are important. Okay. I think we want to get here first.
I've been finding reasons to avoid going to Dr. Sims' office during the past week. Rita used to live just around the corner.
Sound knocking animation. This looks like the doctor isn't in right now.
There's Paul Cooper. For a guy who runs a hardware store, he doesn't keep his house in very good shape. Nice lawn, though.
What is with the stream, dude? I can cut this all over the place. Anyway, let's go talk to Paul.
Hi, Mr. Cooper. I'm Mike Dawson. Remember me?
Sure, Mike. I remember you.
So how's the hardware store business?
Great. I've given myself a vacation for the first time in about 3 years. The store is closed right now. I'm just going to relax and water my lawn for the next week or two.
It is a very nice lawn.
Does your lawn need that much water?
It's dry. It's always dry. Gotta get it ready. You know how it is. It's nice to have a pretty lawn. I'll have a big water bill, but I don't care. As long as it keeps pumping, I'll keep watering.
I was wondering how well you knew Rita Scanlon.
Rita? Well, she lived across the street. We'd wave to each other. Why? Was she a friend of yours?
Why does he have chairs and tables on his roof? That's a good question.
We went to high school together a few years back.
Yes? I didn't really know her back then. She moved in over there about 8 years ago, but I didn't talk to her much.
Oh, we can actually ask him
Why
that.
is there lawn furniture on your roof?
I had to move it out of the way. Didn't want it to get rusty with the watering and all.
I think I have to leave now. You take real good care of yourself, Paul.
Take care of yourself, Mike.
Well, see ya. I think we can keep going, right, actually. Should be able to. Oh, yeah. It's a trick.
Why is the deputy standing guard in front of Rita's house? She wasn't killed at home. There must be some evidence inside that the police are protecting.
This game likes putting a lot of objects in, like, the foreground, which is interesting. Sometimes I don't like it, but most of the time I think I'm fine with it.
Hi, Deputy Brown. What's new?
Oh, hello, Mike. What are you doing here?
You look like you're on guard duty.
I'm keeping watch over Rita Scanlon's house.
A week after the murder?
I'm just following orders, Mike. I'm not supposed to let anyone in. We've had problems with vandalism before.
So the first part of the game is just going to be going around talking to everyone, trying to gather information.
What for? What's in there?
Not a thing. But we need to keep Rita's house intact until the FBI comes. They'll want to go over it with a fine-tooth comb.
When's your shift over?
Who knows? We've been working overtime at the sheriff's office ever since the body was discovered. This case is being given top priority. Unless there's an emergency or something, I have to stay put.
So how's the murder investigation going?
Come on, Mike. You know I shouldn't be talking to you about that. Go on now, let me do my job.
Alright. So that's all we can do with these. We're just gonna be basically beginning entry. Yeah, I don't know what the sign has led. Bunch of bullet holes in it. Basically, we're just going around meeting all the characters right now. So far, things are normal enough, you know. Nike's new voice actor's kind of strange. The animations are a little janky, but, you know, not the worst thing in the world.
Hank's diner in the pool hall next door played a large part in my teenage years. I took Rita to the diner on our first date when we were both juniors in high school.
Let's go to Hank's Diner. Transition!
Hank's Diner isn't the swinging place it used to be.
What
but
an
Hank still
effect.
does enough business to keep the place going. How's it going, Hank?
My back's been acting up. But otherwise, not too bad. How are you, Mike?
I'm still bummed out about what happened last week.
Rita was a real pretty girl. I remember you two sipping your sodas and holding hands under the table when you were kids.
Have you heard any more about the investigation?
Deputy Brown stopped by to get some coffee and donuts on the way to Rita's place. He was saying that the FBI might be called in. Doc Larson was telling us some pretty grisly stuff.
What did Doc Larson have to say?
I mean, learn about this Doc Larson, dude.
Because he wants to keep certain things from the public. I haven't seen Doc Larson so excited since that other murder.
What other murder?
Old man Ramirez. He died in a fire a few weeks back and left his wife a very rich widow. funny how Rita died so close to his house.
I don't see anything funny about Rita's death.
Sorry, Mike. I forgot that you two were friends. It's just that Rita and Ramirez were friends. Some folks saw them walking in the park together, holding hands.
I don't believe it. Rita wouldn't fool around with a married man.
You're right. It's just gossip. Forget I ever said anything.
Rita was murdered in a public park. How could they keep any details secret?
Dr. Larson had her body moved to the morgue before dawn. Deputy Allen said the sheriff wasn't too happy about that. Didn't give him much of a chance to examine the crime scene first.
I've lost my appetite.
You don't look well, Mike. Why don't you go out for a walk? Nice day for it.
Interesting information
I'll just
from
do that,
Hank.
See you later.
Take care, Mike.
Oh, we can just go right back in.
How's it going, Hank?
Back so soon, Mike? I thought you were going out for a walk.
I wasn't I? I don't know whether I'm coming or going anymore.
You need to take it easy, Mike. Why don't you go visit that carnival in the park? Get your mind off things.
All right. I can take a hint. See you later, Hank.
Take care, Mike.
Is he back so soon? It's weird because a lot of this game is just talking. Now we want to go into the pool place. More transitions.
There's Jimmy Gardner and Melissa Fleming. Jimmy's the type of loser I'd expect to see in a place like this.
Okay, Mike.
But it's surprising to find the mayor's wife here. Hi, Jimmy. Long time no see.
Well, it's Mr. Big Shot Ryder. What brings you down to this part of town? Slummin'?
How about a game of pool?
Cut the crap, Dawson. We might have been friends once, but that was a long time ago.
What happened to you? You were a straight-A student until you dropped out.
I guess I'm just the town's bad seed. You went off to college and joined the establishment. I stayed here and became a statistic.
We were friends in high school. Why are you so angry with me now?
Let's just say that you and I don't share the same interests anymore.
You're a real tough guy now, aren't you, Jimmy?
You got that right, chump. I'm the local wise guy, so stay out of my way.
I hear that your interests these days aren't exactly on the up and up.
So what? There's a lot going on in this town that ain't exactly on the up and up.
Tell me, Jimmy, how come the sheriff leaves you alone?
That's easy in this town. That flatfoot doesn't know his butt from an armadillo. But I got the goods on him. He doesn't bother me.
Who calls themselves a wise guy? What is with this stream, dude?
Was the sheriff involved in some sort of scandal?
Forget it, Dawson. If I tell you, you'll spread it all over town. Then what good would it do me?
Maybe I should go.
Yeah, get out before I throw you out.
He seems nice. Alright, let's talk to you. The mayor's wife.
Hey, remember me? I'm Mike Dawson. It's been a long time.
Not long enough to suit me.
Hey, why the old shoulder?
What makes you think you're worth giving the cold shoulder to?
So what are you doing here in the pool hall? Seeing Jimmy?
What are you insinuating? I'm a married woman, I'll have you know. I just came in here for a smoke.
Stream is like all over the place. That's so weird, dude.
Well, you did used to date Jimmy back when you were a cheerleader.
That was a long time ago. We're not the same people we were.
Maybe this game's just so cursed. OBS can't handle it.
I heard that you married Mayor Fleming. He used to be my dad's partner, you know.
Oh, please don't give me that. He's old enough to be my father routine. I've heard it all.
When did you take up smoking? Don't you know it's bad for your health?
Yeah, well, there's lots of things that are bad for your health.
Poor Rita. It's a shame what happened to her.
Poor Rita? That little tramp had it coming to her.
How can you say such things about Rita?
Forget it, Dawson. Forget I even said it. Now buzz off.
It doesn't look like we're the most popular guy in town, I guess. Oh well. Alright, so now I want to head to the Civic Center.
Civic Center.
Civic Center.
We used to
whatever.
joke about the sheriff's office, courthouse, and morgue all being next door to each other. First they tie 'em, then they try 'em, then they fry 'em.
Good one, Mike. Alright, now let's go check with the sheriff. See what he has to say.
Andy and Barney would be right at home here. But this ain't Mayberry. And unless I can get the sheriff off my back, there ain't going to be a happy sitcom ending. So, how's the murder investigation going, Sheriff?
You know, Dawson, they say killers follow the investigations of their own crimes just for the thrill.
I've heard rumors about the condition of Rita's body.
Rumors? What kind of rumors?
There was a rumor going around that the body was mutilated.
I'll tell you one thing. Doc Larson was having himself a field day, happier than a pig in slop. I can't reveal details. We have to withhold specific information that only the killer would know. Dawson?
You make it sound like Doc Larson enjoyed seeing Rita's mutilated
Yeah, talking
body.
animations can be kind of funny.
I tell you, I've never seen the man so excited. He could hardly wait to have the body bundled up and sent off to the morgue.
That Doc Larson's one strange guy.
But you know he was kicked off the hospital staff, don't you? Something about fooling around with some patient in the hospital morgue. But I shouldn't spread rumors.
Uh-huh.
Do you still think I'm the one who killed Rita?
can't think of anyone else who makes a better suspect. I tell you, if I had one good, hard piece of evidence against you, I'd have you behind bars so fast your head would spin.
Why do you let a thug like Jimmy Gardner run around? Does he have something on you?
Shut your mouth, Dawson. You're pissing me off.
Well, I think I'll be going now.
It's kind of funny. Mike will just bring up, "Hey, does this person have
Dawson, you come right back. I'll be here."
dirt on you? Hey, why are you doing this?" It's kind of funny how blunt he is with his accusations when he's talking to other people. We might be seeing more of that later. Alright, well, let's go visit the well, that was very depressing. Everyone hates us. Anyone will cheer us up. Let's go to the carnival.
Set up here in the park for more than a week now. I wonder when it's going to finally open.
On now, apparently. Well, let's go this way.
Oh my God! This is where Rita was murdered.
Wait, not here. This way.
I haven't been past the Ramirez Mansion in a long time. It's one of the town's oldest landmarks. They used to own all of the land around the park before they donated it to the town. Hello, Mrs. Ramirez. I'm Mike Dawson. I grew up in this town.
Did you?
Yeah, I guess the carnival's just not open yet.
I couldn't help but notice all the religious icons you have.
Yes, they ward off the evil that is running amok here in Crowley. This town used to be a God-fearing community, but now I don't dare to leave my house except to go to church.
Why do you think the town is corrupted by evil?
Why, just stroll along the street, and you will find vice and decadence behind every door.
The game's audio kind of has like weird
You do attend church, don't you?
glitchiness to it. Like when the lines start, it kind of glitches out a bit every time somebody starts their line. I can't imagine that would have anything to do with slowing down the stream, but it's just something I noticed. That's just something that happens in the game. The dialogue just kind of glitches out the moment it starts a line.
I go to church whenever I get the chance, I guess.
You should go to church every Sunday, at least, and more often than that when possible. There are dark forces at work here, and your soul must be fortified to resist temptation.
I was just admiring your house.
It is lovely, isn't it? It's over a century old. At
Yeah.
one time, it was the only building around here for miles.
Saw the Eldrick horrors that were in the Dark World.
So your family's been here a long time?
My late husband's family, actually. But they're all dead and gone. It's just me now.
You must get lonely sometimes.
Nonsense. I have my church, my books, and I have my money.
It must have cost a lot to insure a place like this. My dad used to be in the insurance business.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those insurance people are godless swine, worshipping nothing but the almighty dollar. Why they even tried to cheat me out of my husband's life insurance. I finally had to take them to court, but I won.
Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez. I appreciate your time.
God be with you, young man.
Alright. We've gone around and talked to a good number of the inhabitants. Not all of them. There are a lot of characters in this game. We can go back to the business district and go see our doctor.
It's locked.
Really? Oh, no, wait, there's one more thing we have to do. I forgot. We have to go back to the park.
Who's there? Who are you?
My name's Slim. You're Mr. Dawson, aren't you? The one they think murdered Rita Scanlon?
My name is Mike Dawson, but I didn't murder Rita.
I know. A voice told me that you were innocent. You don't think that's strange, do you? Hearing voices in your head?
I think the bushes rustle eventually if you stay long enough, or if you just walk far enough away, I think. Or you could just be natural instinct to just examine everything, because this is a point-and-click adventure game.
No, I don't think that's strange at all. I've been hearing voices myself.
I knew that people had you all wrong, Mr. Dawson. You and me, we belong to a much larger world. One that most people couldn't begin to fathom.
You're right. No one believes some of the things I've seen and heard.
Man, the one guy who really truly believe, one of the only people who truly believes Mike is this guy who hears voices in his head. That might not be a good sign for us.
Why are you wearing that getup?
I'll have you know that I'm wearing the uniform of protection.
Uniform of protection? What's that?
It designates me as the protector of this town and endows me with special powers.
What do you protect the town from?
There are dark forces at work. An evil power is lurking in the shadows, waiting for the opportunity to hatch its latest plot.
I know exactly what you mean. I felt the same way for over a year.
Mike, I don't know if this guy's experienced the same thing you have.
Mr. Dawson, you've got to act. It's my duty to put a stop to their plans. Stop them before they take over the entire world.
What sort of powers does your uniform give you?
This uniform renders me invulnerable. When I wear it, nothing can harm me. Well, nothing except for a little poison ivy every now and then.
Where did you get this uniform of protection?
A woman delivered it to me. A very wise and noble woman.
You're referring to the Keeper of the Scrolls, aren't you?
Mike.
No. Eleanor, my mail carrier, delivered it to me. She's some cutie, let me tell you. The uniform came out of a catalog.
Why are you hiding in the bushes?
Mike's just really desperate for someone to believe him.
The criminal always leaves a clue at the scene of the crime. was the town librarian. At least that's what she claimed. But I have my suspicions about her.
What was suspicious about Rita?
She was involved with something unclean. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but when I do, it will expose the evil lurking under this town.
I don't know what you hope to find here. The sheriff must have gone over this place with a fine-tooth comb.
The sheriff? Don't make me laugh. That buffoon couldn't solve a jigsaw puzzle. He has no conception of the significance of this crime.
You seem to be the only one who really understands what is going on. Who do you think killed Rita?
I think she was murdered by aliens from another dimension.
You know about the ancients. So the Keeper of the Scrolls was right. They were involved with Rita's death.
Of course it was the ancients. Who else could have committed such a horrible crime? It had to be the ancients.
Finally, someone else who knows about the dark world. I can't even confide in my mother or my best friend about this. I'm so glad I met you, Slim.
Oh, Mike.
Or it might have been OJ getting in cahoots with the Trilateral Commission, I'll betcha. Then again, it could have been the International Communist Conspiracy. This looks like their handiwork.
I've gotta go now.
Wait. Before you leave, I did find something the sheriff overlooked. It's a ticket stub to last week's high school reunion.
Where did you find this ticket?
He might know about the dark world. Oh, you know, he might just be crazy.
The bushes.
And just going along with what Mike's saying.
When the killer attacked her.
Do you mind if I have the ticket, Slim? I don't have many mementos of Rita.
Take it, Mr. Dawson. It's not much of a clue, and besides, I've got theories about a hired hitman and a satanic cult to follow up on. Don't worry, I'll find Rita's murderer and prove your innocence.
Gee, thanks, Slim. That makes me feel a lot better.
Glad to have your vote of confidence, Mr. Dawson. Well, I've got some investigating to do. Oh, by the way, I live out behind the pool hall if you need to get in touch with me.
Not the greatest of allies, huh? But I guess we do have allies.
I have a splitting headache. I better go see Dr. Sims.
Okay, now the game's just telling us what to do.
Make yourself comfortable, Mike. I've been expecting.
Okay, your dialogue just kind of cut out there, Doctor.
I have an awful headache, Doctor.
Have you been taking your medicine?
The medicine doesn't work. Can't we try something else?
We could try hypnosis. It's proven effective with many of my patients. You may experience some unsettling dreams, but it might also help your memory.
I'm still having trouble remembering things.
This is to be expected. You're still recovering from a nervous breakdown. The murder last week has further exacerbated the problem.
Why can't I remember what happened at the reunion?
It's always a shock to learn a friend has been killed. And you were the last one to see Rita alive, right? The human mind tends to block out painful memories.
Sheriff Butler suspects me of Rita's murder.
Yes, the sheriff was in here asking about you. I told him I didn't think you were capable of such an act.
I just wish I could remember more about what happened that night.
Don't worry, Mike.
More mouth animations.
I'm feeling much better, Doctor. I don't think I need to see you anymore.
I disagree, Mike. I know you're frustrated with the slow progress, but these things take time. But perhaps some hypnotherapy will speed up your recovery.
I think it's happening all over again.
Have you been having more of your dark world experiences?
Voices from the dark world have contacted me.
I see.
I've been dreaming about the dark world again. I've seen Rita in my dreams, too.
That's good. Perhaps it's a sign your repressed memories will resurface soon.
I may be going back there, and soon.
Yes, of course, Mike. But I really can't approve of you entertaining these fantasies. We need to work on your memory of events as they really are.
You know, what happened last year wasn't a hallucination. It was real.
Yeah, it's an interesting premise that just have the character being traumatized by the events of the last game and just, you know, having suffer from major depression and having to see a therapist and everything. It is interesting.
But, Dr. Sims, everything I told you is true.
Yes, of course. But tell me, what does your friend Jack think of all this?
The only people I've told about the dark world are the doctors I've seen.
But none have dissuaded you from your belief in the dark world? Did any of the therapies they suggested seem to help?
They recommended I keep a journal. Actually, I think it might make a good novel.
Excellent. A transference of your hallucinations to fiction might prove most beneficial. I advise you to keep up the practice.
I do want to get better, but the thought of being hypnotized frightens me.
I do want to try to get most of the dialogue here. Because you can actually skip a lot of it if you just go for the right option immediately.
Terrifies you. But I believe hypnotism will be of benefit in your case. Why don't we give it a try?
All right. You've convinced me. Hypnotize me.
You're feeling sleepy. You feel like you're drifting on a cloud, on a rubber raft at the swimming pool. All is calm, all is quiet. You are sleepy.
I feel so dizzy. This reunion banquet is giving me a headache.
Why does it not have
I need some
subtitles?
fresh air.
You always need fresh air, Mike. I swear, I don't know what's happened to you since you've moved away from here. And frankly, I don't like it.
Come on, Rita. Give me a break. You know I've been sick?
Sick of people, you mean? You've become such a loner, Mike. You never want to go anywhere where there's people. You don't even want to visit any of my friends.
Not your reading group again. Always busy doing stuff for the library. You never have any time to spend alone with me anymore. Why can't it be like it was when we were in high school?
People change, Mike, but I don't care for the change that's come over you. You're drunk. I'll see you later. I have a friend to see.
Fine. Just walk away. I hope the boogeyman gets you.
Damn. Got him, Mike. You tell her.
Dizzy. I bet the punch is spiked.
Is someone there? Don't play games. Mike? Is that you?
This is mildly upsetting. The voice acting.
Are you awake? How's your headache now?
I was back in the dark world. It was so strange.
The dark world again, huh? It probably represents what you consider evil. An internal conflict, perhaps.
I dreamed about Rita. We were back at the reunion. We were arguing.
Perhaps it's a symbol of trying to resolve your inner turmoil. That's a good sign. Can you remember what you argued about?
Just a little. It all seems so fuzzy.
A common occurrence. Don't let it worry you.
I was wrong about this hypnosis stuff. I'd like to do it some more.
I'm glad it's working for you, Mike, but it looks like our time is up. If the headache comes back, we'll try more hypnosis.
Thanks, Dr. Sims. I feel a whole lot better.
It's good to know you're on the road to recovery, Mike. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Alright, so now, next thing to do. Well, it might just have been his memories or something, but yeah. Next thing to do, I think we're gonna go back to
About time
Carnival.
the carnival opened. I'll bet they were just trying to build up the public's curiosity so they'll attract more customers.
Yeah, look at all these customers they got.
Is there anything exciting to do at the carnival?
Yeah, over on the Midway. It's in front of the carousel to the left. We have all kinds of games of skill and chance you suckers can waste your time with.
My comrades and I.
What's the most interesting things to see?
Go to the sideshow behind the carousel to the left. We have a boring weightlifting act, some phony baloney fortune teller, and a pair of neurotic Siamese twins. I'm sure you'll have a blast.
You don't have to be so rude, you know.
Well, excuse me.
Princess.
Look, pal, I've been coughing up my lungs all day. So why don't you just cough up a ticket and we can put it into this delightful conversation right now?
What? Are you sick or something?
Good guess, Einstein. You ought to think about going into medicine. Damn straight I'm sick. But I left my friggin' medicine inside the carnival, and I have to man this stupid ticket booth all day.
Where's your medicine? Maybe I could get it for you.
So, you're Albert Schweitzer, too. My medicine's in the cooler in the employee tent. You'll find it behind the carousel to the right.
I'll get your medicine for you right now.
You just walk away for 5 minutes, dude.
No admittance without a ticket.
There's no one to mind.
I have an admission ticket.
So, fork it over. Just because you're making some nice chit-chat, you think I'm gonna let you into the carnival for free? What kind of fool do you think I look like?
Here's your lousy ticket.
Glad to see you finally figured out how the system works.
How are you feeling?
Are you a moron or something? I'm feeling lousy, that's how I'm feeling. But maybe, just maybe, if you get me my medicine, I might start feeling good. Is that simple enough for you to understand?
You know, this is the strangest carnival I've ever seen.
You're telling me I'm relying on a suspected murderer to get me some life-saving medicine.
Alright, well, let's see if we can get him his medicine then.
This carousel must mark the center of the carnival. There are walkways.
Alright, best
leading
theme in the
up to
game right here.
A shooting gallery. According to my ticket, all the attractions here are free.
Oh, this isn't like the really bad version of it, though, I don't think. The really garbage MIDI version of it.
Fortune game. You guess a number, and if it turns up on the wheel, you win a prize.
This one's actually pretty pleasant to the ear, to the eyes.
This looks like a fun game. I used to play horseshoes with my dad. I usually beat him, but I think he liked to let me win.
Alright, he's ready for the best part of the game. Are you ready, everyone?
Excuse me, sir.
Step right up, step right up. You look like you have a good arm, sir.
How much does it cost to play this game?
I don't want your money, the game's free.
Okay, what do I do?
I just toss a ring around that metal pole over there. It's so simple a child could do it.
Excuse me, sir.
Well, well, he's back. Limber up the old pitching arm, did we? Ready for a try?
I changed my mind. I don't.
I think I think I need to give him the ticket in order to play it.
What's the matter? Your arm a little stiff? Yeah, come back and try later.
Or not?
Read this ticket stub to the high. I'd like to play this game.
There we go.
Yeah, be careful, the ring's heavy.
Alright, here we go, everyone.
You missed, pal.
Alright, I'm satisfied.
What a mess. I must have wandered into the backstage area of the carnival.
Alright, if we're going here.
This must be some kind of employee storage and break room. This must be the ice chest that contains the clown's medicine, but there's an anvil on top. This anvil's too heavy. I can't lift it by myself.
Mike, come on. It's just an anvil. Just push the stupid thing.
This anvil's too heavy. I can't lift it by myself.
I think Very good.
This must be some kind of dressing dummy.
Alright. Nothing else to examine here, huh? Oh wait, the cables. I guess.
These cables run from the generator to the carousel.
I'm almost upset we don't get the really garbage MIDI version of the song that's in some versions of the game. Because it's really fun, bad in like a good way.
This carousel must be decades old, but it's still in good shape. The craftsman who carved it did a marvelous job. You don't see work like that anymore.
It's on YouTube somewhere, I know that much. Yeah, like town theme tier. Oh, you know, maybe we just had maybe it was just a warm-up round. Let's do it for real this time.
Be careful, the ring's heavy. You missed, pal.
Alright, where the heck am I going? It's okay, yeah, it's right around here.
Sideshow and Hall of Mirrors attraction. Great. I've experienced enough freaks and distortions to last a lifetime.
Let's talk to everyone here.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, sir. I hope that you are enjoying the carnival.
Say, this guy looks delicious, doesn't he, Minnie?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm Minnie. This is my sister Daisy. We're Siamese twins.
We're very, very close.
I need to get the clown's medicine, but it's trapped under an anvil. Can you help?
Oh dear, you might try asking Gargan, the strong man next door. He can probably lift it for you.
Why, that muscle-bound crybaby is probably too busy feeling sorry for himself. Don't even bother.
What do you do at the carnival?
We work in the sideshow. What's it look like? Duh.
Please, Daisy, don't be rude. The gentleman may be interested to know that besides working at the sideshow, we also design the Hall of Mirrors.
That's interesting. Sideshow performers designing one of the attractions.
It was appropriate for us, what with us being mirror
To
images
be
of
fair,
each other.
them flirting with Mike
Have you
is in
seen it
fact
yet?
the most unrealistic thing
go.
we've seen in this game so far.
It's fiendishly clever. You may never return.
I don't like mazes very much. I've had bad dreams about mazes.
Oh, this maze doesn't have to be a nightmare. It's It's actually quite easy if you have the key.
Shut up, Minnie. Don't say another word. It's forbidden.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Daisy. I keep forgetting. It's just that this young man seems so nice. I feel that I can trust him.
Did you design anything else at the carnival?
I
Don't
wanted to put in a pizza,
Mike.
but Miss Purist Snow here won't allow it.
Oh, Daisy, all you think about is sex, sex, sex. If I let you have your way, you'd open up a bordello.
What are you writing?
I'm addressing these postcards. We're sending them to famous people from all over the world.
I'm writing the text of the postcards. We write to everyone. Jack the Ripper, Lizzie Borden, Genghis Khan.
And I'm addressing this one to Charles Dickens. What's your name? Maybe we can send one to you.
Everyone you are writing to is dead. Do they ever write back?
Yes, voices come into our heads. I always hear from women.
And I always hear from men. Too bad none of them sound as young and virile as you, sweet buns.
I
Would you
need
send
an
these
adult.
postcards to the dead letter office?
Oh, that's very funny, sir. No, we send them to the local morgue. I'm sure they know where to forward them.
So come on, hon. What's your name?
My name's Mike Dawson.
Mike Dawson? Oh no! That was the name I was supposed to mail the key to. I think I made a big mistake.
Watch your mouth, sis. The voices won't like it.
No, I'm sick of you and your twisted ways, Daisy. You built the Hall of Mirrors as a favor for those voices you heard. Now I'm doing a favor for the voice I heard.
Look, pretty boy, I'm not letting my sister say anything more. Go on, get out of here before we all get in big trouble.
All right. Let's go see everyone else.
What a magnificent stage. This act must be something really special.
I like how that Dark Woodley's face is just there for some reason.
Excuse me, Gargon.
I'm in the middle of my act. What do you want?
Do you work here?
Ah, that's just great. I'm doing my weightlifting act, and you can't even tell that I'm a performer. No wonder I'm going to lose my job.
Why would you lose your job?
I can't draw a crowd. They all go to see the Siamese twins or the fortune teller. There's just no interest in my talents. Not when you can rent Arnold or Sly at the video store for $1.
Come on, Mr. Gargon. There's no reason to be so depressed. Life's not so bad.
Oh, yeah? Obviously you didn't hear about the missing box office money. People are just plain no good. Now stop interrupting me.
Oh, I want to talk to you some more. I got more dialogue
Excuse me,
options.
Gargon.
I'm in the middle of my act. What do you want?
No, fortune tells someone different.
I need some help. Could you lift an anvil off an ice chest for me?
Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to help anyone. I take some lousy pills my doctor gave me, but they don't do much good.
I'm washed up and I know it.
Mr. Gargon, won't you please lift Anvil so that I can get the clown's medicine?
I already told you! No! I'm through doing favors for people. No one ever does anything for me. Now stop interrupting my act.
Wait, hold on. One more thing.
Excuse me, Gargon.
Just throws the weight at him. Flings him in the fire.
I'm in the middle of my act. What do you want?
Is there anything I can do for you, Mr. Gargon?
You can stop pretending to feel sorry for me. I know that no one really gives a damn. Now, let me get on with my act while I still have a job.
Well, that don't amount to much. I guess the clown's not getting his medicine.
A fortune teller. These people are nothing but rip-off artists. It's probably how this carnival makes most of its profits. That sure is a big snake. Is he friendly?
Lucifer is very friendly to me. She's my familiar. She gives me my powers. Isn't that right, Lucy Goosey?
What powers does your snake give you?
Powers that allow me to see into the distant past and the far future. Powers that let me help people guide their destinies. In layman's terms, I tell fortunes.
What does your snake eat?
Whatever she can fit into her mouth. By the way, I wouldn't stand too close.
What's my fortune?
I get my strongest readings from personal items. Perhaps you have something in your possession I may examine.
Well, we can try this. I don't think it'll work, so.
What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
I see a hat rack with one of its 4 pegs occupied.
Very insightful. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, we've been zooming for a bit. So I think we're gonna end it off pretty soon. We'll probably continue this next time. This game's a lot bigger than the last one, but I should probably be able to... I don't even know if that's a hint. That just might be just dialogue she has when you show us something irrelevant. So I might be able to knock this game out in another stream, because it's longer than the first one, but not like super long, anyway. If you know what you're doing. But before we end things off, there's one more thing we have to do. It's very important.
I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful, the ring's heavy. You missed, pal.
That's the story of Dawson's life.
It's only 10 feet away, but I keep missing it.
That's just the voice. That's one of the voices Mike hears in his head all the time. It's just this dude going, "Hey, you missed, pal." All right. Well, that's enough of that. Alright, so thank you everyone for watching this wonderful adventure. Things are about to get a lot crazier in the next stream, but we'll wait for that to happen. But until we reach that time, thank you everyone for watching, and see you all next time.